Today we are going to cover chapter number 1 in civics, Introduction to the Parliamentary System. We know him very well. He is our country's Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. See the second picture? Yes, he is Donald Trump, America's president. For the first picture I have used Prime Minister, and for the second picture I have used the term like president. So in this chapter we are going to cover the two types of government. The first one is parliamentary form of government and second one is presidential form of government. Parliamentary system and its importance. Parliamentary system is a system of governance. Means it consists the number of ministers and these ministers are selected by us, and these ministers are responsible for doing number of good things for the welfare of public. And parliamentary system is required to run the country smoothly. To avoid any problem, so we want parliamentary system to run our country in a nice way. This type of government was mainly developed in England. From England, we have adopted parliamentary system. As we know, Britishers had ruled over us, and from that time onwards, parliamentary system was exist in India. But we started doing practicing from 1947, means after independence. And parliamentary system is a responsible government because it works for public, and they are making such a schemes, law, rules and regulation for the welfare of for public, because they are dependent on people's vote. So that's why parliamentary system is responsible government. Number of countries have adopted parliamentary system. For example, Japan, Sweden, Thailand, our country India also have adopted this type of government. So we are mainly studying about Indian parliamentary system. So we know Indian parliamentary system is a responsible government because number of ministers are working together to make it as good as possible, because we know unity is a strength. So three branches of governments are there. You can see the diagram also. The first one is legislative. Legislative. Second one is executive. Then third branch of government is judicial. These three branches are there. Now we will see what are the responsibilities to form this responsible government. Legislature are supposed to make the laws. For example, now we are having lockdown period. So all these laws are prepared in the parliament. And in the parliament, which department is making all these things? Legislature. For example, your teachers and principal are limited in the school environment itself. But we are talking about full country's ruling system. So in the parliament which is situated, okay, in New Delhi, and they are having the different departments are there, and every department they are working for their own responsibilities. Understood? So legislature, this group of ministers, they are making the laws. Once the laws are ready, okay, once it is written, it should be applied. Yes, so it should be applied. So who is going to implement these laws? Yes, very good children. Executives. Executives, they are supposed to implement the laws. See in the first one, okay, legislature means prime minister is there, and his group of minister means council of minister. They are making the laws, and executive they are supposed to implement. For example, lockdown period is there. If you are not wearing the mask, okay, for example, so you will be caught. Yes or no? You will be caught. So whatever laws are there should be implied also. So legislature making laws, executives imply laws. So legislature and executives they are interrelated. Now next branch of parliamentary system of India is judiciary. Judiciary they are supposed to provide justice, means group of judges. Group of judges are sitting together and they are providing justice, and even they can make the changes in the exist laws. Like we are having a district court, high court and supreme court. So these courts are there. We are supposed to move there for asking for justice. You can take your own example as a student. If you have any problem in school, you will approach to your teacher and even principal also. So why? Because you want justice. Same way as a citizen of India, for for justice we can approach to this judiciary department. Now Indian parliamentary system is composed of three three branches, okay, that we parliamentary system versus presidential system. In the parliamentary system, legislature and executives are interdependent. Those members are working in legislature, they are also working in executives. Means those who are making the laws, their approval is also important for finalizing the laws, implementing the laws. But if we talk about presidential system, so here legislature and executives they are not dependent on each other. They are having their own working system. They are independent. Understood? So presidential system and parliamentary system they are quite different from each other. Parliamentary form of system has been adopted by India. Number of countries have also adopted parliamentary system. Presidential system, all the powers are goes in the hand of the president directly. All the powers are in the hand of the president itself. But in the parliamentary system, okay, in the parliamentary system, the powers are distributed from central to the state. But in the presidential, the power all lies in the president. So, dear children, finally we completed the parliamentary system of government. In this chapter, we have discussed the parliamentary system of India, because parliamentary system also adopted by number of country, but they are having their own pattern of running the country. We are part of this India. As a citizen of India, we have discussed and have a knowledge about parliamentary system of India. Understood? And we also got some small introduction about presidential system. So thank you everyone. God bless you all my dear children. If you have any doubt, you can call me also. You can message me personally. Myself Manisha Miss. Thank you. God bless you all.